Welcome everyone. Really nice to see you all at the Star of the Year Awards. I'm Angela McNabb, and for those of you that don't know, I'm the Chief Executive of Camden and Islington NHS Foundation Trust. I am so delighted to welcome everyone to this year's Star of the Year Awards 2020. It's a real chance for us to celebrate the fantastic work that everybody does around the trust, all of our colleagues, our service users, and of course our volunteers. So this is really about showcasing the individuals and the groups that go above and beyond and really make a difference to the lives of others. Now, you might have noticed that the ceremony is a bit different this year due to, of course, COVID. And what a shame, we're not all glammed up in our glad rags in a great big room, ballroom, hopefully, with lots of really exciting things happening in person, but not possible this year. Hold your fingers crossed for next year. But what we hope is that we've made it a fun occasion this year, doing the best we can, doing it all virtually, despite the current circumstances. And as you can see, many of us, as you will notice as we come into screen during the evening, many of us have got the party bags. I hope you have got yours ready. So we've got our glitter up. We're ready with our streamers and whatever else we can get to hand. So we're going to have a good time, even if it is on a screen rather than in a great big glammed up hall. Now, of course, looking back at 2020, my goodness me, it's been a year like none other. I can't really begin to tell you how proud of you all I am. I know that it's been huge sacrifice. You've made amazing contributions this year in really trying to help work through and address the challenges of COVID-19. That includes those people who've been working on the front line, caring for people with COVID, of course, particularly in that first wave. But there have been plenty of other people working remotely, those people who've had to be redeployed and have done so with great courage and agility, uncomplaining. Those people also who are behind the scenes, our admin staff, our cleaning staff, our estate staff. I could go on. There's a huge list. Everybody has made a big contribution this year, and we appreciate every single one of you. Too many names, too many roles to name. But I do hope that you know how much you're valued, not just by me, but by the whole leadership team and by the communities that we serve. So this evening, it's all about you. You can absolutely wallow in feeling fantastic and really proud, and just take a moment to do that, because how often do you get the chance to? So I really hope that you are celebrating tonight in a fun, if COVID safe way. Just before we go into the real fun of the evening, I would like us to just pause and take a moment to remember Andy Costa, our much missed ward administrator on Pearl and Garnet wards. Andy, as I'm sure you remember, sadly died in April with COVID-19. He was so highly respected and a very long-serving colleague who'd worked at Highgate Mental Health Centre since it opened 15 years ago. We're never going to forget Andy. And that is particularly true, of course, for his close colleagues and friends on the ward. And while we're doing that, let's just pause and remember our service users who've also passed away due to COVID-19. So on that note, it's just a real reminder to us all. It's been a tough and challenging year for everybody. So tonight's virtual event is more important than ever. It's just a chance to really let your hair down a bit and celebrate. And let's keep remembering as we go through the rest of this winter and support one another as we go through caring for everybody and really looking after ourselves at the centre of that. Now I'm going to be handing over to our chair, Jackie Smith, in just a moment. But before I do so, I'd like to kick tonight's proceedings off with a special pre-recorded performance from B. Ororo and Julie Harrington from our wonderful CNI choir, who are also, of course, up for an award later this evening. And we're going to hear their offering right now.
Good evening, wonderful NHS, and it's a pleasure again to be representing the CNI NHS choir. And obviously we are supported by the wonderful key changes and Camden and Islington NHS Trust Foundation. I'd just like to congratulate everybody that's been nominated and everybody who is a winner, and we're all winners in this, aren't we, Julie?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done, everyone. Well done.
Thank you very much. Congratulations. Everything's alright, everything's okay, everything's hunky-dory, let me hear you say. Everything's alright, everything's okay, everything's hunky-dory, let me hear you say. When you wake up in the morning and the blues have come your way, just remember every morning you've got to rise up and say, everything's alright, everything's okay, everything's hunky-dory, let the music play. Da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-boo-day, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boo-day, da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba-da-boo-day, ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-boo-day. When you wake up in the morning, don't let the blues get their way, and remember every morning, today is a beautiful day, yeah! Everything's alright, everything's okay, everything's hunky-dory, we're gonna be okay.
Thank you very much to the choir. I'm sorry if some of you saw that the video had jammed a bit there, but what we could hear was their passion and their singing. That's absolutely fantastic. So I'd just like to introduce myself. If you don't know me, you should see me on the weekly webinars. I'm Jackie Smith, I'm the Trust Chair, and I joined in February of this year. And you know what? This is the highlight of my event this year. It's been in my diary a long time. I'm really pleased. Some of the other things I do are nowhere near as enjoyable as this, so I can't tell you how excited I am to be part of this evening and recognising what you've done, which is absolutely extraordinary. So I want to say my own thanks at the end. I don't want to hog the event, but I do want to echo what Angela said with great passion. A big thank you. And welcome everyone. So I've got the first challenge for you, apart from you to comment on the beautiful green glitter behind me, which I presented earlier on. I hope you all notice it. I would like some positive feedback, please. Not from my co-presenters, I know what they think. But the other challenge is I want to see as many positive comments, please, in the live function about your teammates, your colleagues, service users, people who've helped you this year, who you recognise this year. Let's get the positive mood going, because goodness me, what a year it's been, and what an absolutely outstanding job you've done. So that's your first challenge, please. So whether you work or volunteer in the acute, recovery and rehabilitation services, ageing and mental health, substance misuse services, community mental health, all the corporate services, wherever you are, whatever you do, you all provide an invaluable service to those who need it the most, who are at the most vulnerable times in their lives. Some of you may also be under the care of the Trust or have been shortlisted for a Service User Award. So this is a fantastic achievement and recognition of the support you provide to the Trust. Now, we all know how hard everyone's been working, particularly during this pandemic, and it does seem like a lifetime. And I don't think we can say thank you enough. I don't think we can recognise you enough for all that you've done. So this next hour and a half is about recognising you and saying thank you to you. So we're going to be giving out 7 awards before the interview. We're not having any interviews, guys, before the interval in around 30 minutes, when we'll be showing a special pre-recording performance from our guest band, the Silencerz. The Silencerz, who are friends of the Trust, always go down a storm. So I'm pleased that we've got them to show you later on. And they have performed at the last 2 award ceremonies at Islington Town Hall, and they were especially insistent that they wanted to come back and record their performance for us, which is absolutely great. So we expect the formal part of the evening to finish around about 6 p.m. We'll have a couple of breaks where we can go away and get a cup of tea. But everyone is welcome to stay on at the end and listen to a few more songs by the Silencerz. So to try and make everyone feel more connected during the awards, we're asking people to post photos on Twitter or on Instagram. And as I said earlier, the challenge is to get as many shout outs as we can, recognising your friends, your colleagues, people that you've been working with and supporting throughout this year. Our comms teams have been busy sending out the party bags to staff who requested one, and I hope you enjoy those. It's a very small token from the Trust. So anybody who's watching in groups, please can you observe social distancing? I know it's easy to forget, and in fact we all want to forget about this pandemic, but can you please bear in mind that you do need to watch, if you can, individually at your workstations and make sure that you're wearing masks if there are 2 or 3 of you around, and making sure that you do social distance. So I think it's time to get on with finding out who our CNI stars are, and we have 14 categories, and we have received more than 150 nominations. The calibre of entries was exceptionally high, and it goes without saying that each and every one of them is already a winner for the respect and gratitude they inspire on a daily basis, and that is absolutely true. They really do. For each of our winners, they will get a trophy and a voucher. Obviously not today. I'd find that very difficult to do over this medium. And teams will also get a £100 voucher, and individuals will get a £50 voucher. Our runners-up in each category will get a certificate. So I'm delighted to be presenting the first 3 awards of this evening. So first up is Frontline Service Award. So I'm just going to check to see whether we've got any comments in the Q&A. No, not yet. It's not that I want to drag out the awards. I just want to make sure we don't miss anything. So this is for a team or individual in a service user facing role that has provided exceptional care, treatment and support to service users, particularly during the pandemic. So the 3 finalists for this category are Sapphire Award, staff who worked on Sapphire Ward in response to the COVID-19 pandemic, David Withall, housekeeper, and the Clozapine Clinic at Highgate Mental Health Centre. Now I'm going to read a summary of the nomination. Everyone on the acute wards at Highgate always knew that this person worked constantly behind the scenes to keep things running smoothly. But this became even more apparent on Sapphire Ward during the COVID-19 crisis. This person worked tirelessly to make sure that staff had what they needed to work safely, providing everything from PPE and testing kits to patient cups and curtains. This person has played a major role in keeping Highgate Mental Health Centre safe and running during a very difficult time. This person has demonstrated a great understanding as to what is needed and what can be achieved to enable Highgate Mental Health Centre to run effectively and smoothly. So this is where I open the envelope, folks. This is the moment you have all been waiting for. If I had some drums, I'd do a drum roll. I don't have any. Sorry about that. But anyway, here is the envelope. And the winner is David Withall. So David, I hope you're watching. This is the point where I'd shake your hands if we were meeting and we were allowed to. And we'd have a big cheer and a massive celebration. As Angela said, we can't do that this year, but fingers crossed for next year. Our comms team will arrange to send you your trophy and your voucher after the ceremony. And everyone, feel free to send in your congratulatory messages to David via this function or the social media Twitter feed, please do. So well done, David. That's fantastic. And that's our first award. So I'm going to move on now. I'm just going to check the feed. No, nothing yet. So let me move on to the next award, which is the Volunteer of the Year award. Angela Boone's always loving to give me a few messages as I'm halfway through a sentence. I'll get there in a second, Angela. But yes, let's go to the next award, Volunteer of the Year. So this award is for volunteers who go above and beyond to help service users, carers, visitors and staff. The 3 finalists are Volunteer Drivers, Restraint Debrief Volunteer Team and David Sugar. Now, I'm going to read a summary of the winning nomination. During the COVID-19 pandemic, this person has been working as a volunteer with the Complex Depression, Anxiety and Trauma Service. CDAT works with some very complex service users, and this person has been able to take up this challenging role, bringing enthusiasm and experience to the team. This person has a unique flavour and awareness of the work with service users. They are very patient and not easily fazed by some of the clinical complexities that they have to deal with. Staff members have described their manner on the phone as inspirational and have been impressed by their level of calm and professionalism. They've become a valued member of the team. Through sharing their knowledge and background of psychotherapy, clinicians have spoken about how much they've learned from him, how inspiring and encouraging they have been in discussions about their individual caseloads, as well as their own career paths and developments. While the team has faced many challenges, particularly during the pandemic, it has been an honour to have this person as part of the team. So I'm going to go to the envelope again. Here it is. I'm going to open this. And the winner of this award is David Sugar. So David, I hope you are listening. This is a fantastic achievement and huge congratulations to you. Please do share your messages on Twitter, on the feed here. So I've got a couple of those. Well done, David. Thanks to the comms team for the thoughtful party bags and the locally sourced drinks and popcorn. I haven't tried the popcorn, so that's good. Well done, everyone. Congratulations, David. A ray of sunshine. That's a great comment, actually, a ray of sunshine. I love that. That's brilliant. Well deserved, David. Congratulations, David. Very well deserved. David is essential at the centre, and we'd be lost without him. Congrats, David. So David keeps going. Thank you, everyone, for these comments. It's really, really brilliant. Well deserved. Well done. Congratulations. So I'm now going to move to the next award, if I may. And someone's put volunteers at all stars. Shout out to Jo Scott for all her hard working, making things happen. Absolutely. So I'm now going to turn to the next award, which is the Cultural Pillars Implementation Award. And this is for an individual or a team that's worked hard to achieve the Trust's key priorities by focusing on our cultural pillars, which are: we value each other, we are empowered, we keep things simple, and we are connected. And the finalists for this award are Gail Carter, Paulette Brown, Kelly Lewis. Now I'm going to read a summary of the winning nomination. And it goes, this person goes out of their way to get things working and has stayed much later when things have needed to be done outside normal working hours. This person is sometimes the only person who's managed to get things functioning and has always used common sense and logic to do this. They understand that we are running a patient-focused service and what IT equipment we need to do this, and is always dynamic in helping us. When their name has been mentioned to other staff in different departments, they are all in agreement that this person is a star and the trust is very lucky to have them. So I'm going to my envelope. I hope those who are observant will notice this is not gold. This one's white. So I don't know. I think we must have run out of gold envelopes. So let me open this one. And the winner is Paulette Brown. So Paulette, I hope you're listening. I hope you've heard the words. Absolutely fantastic, Paulette. Congratulations. And I can say firsthand how great Paulette is. I've had a few bumps in the road with my tech this year, and she's been absolutely brilliant. So there's lots of positive comments for Paulette, and I hope you're watching, and we will get the trophy and the vouchers to you. So I'm just going to read out some more messages, if I may, before handing over to Sally. Lots of comments about David, as I've mentioned. Well done, David. Well done, David. Volunteers are all stars. Thank you to the volunteer drivers for working with Better Lives. You are fabulous. Amazing, David. We love the Clozapine Clinic. Shout out to Janice Dunn. Well done to all the winners from everyone. Volunteers rock. A big shout out to my own wellbeing support group, Ian Fishwick, Deborah Hall, Janice Dunn, Lisa Cohen, Darren Summers, Rana Rashid, Joe Scott. This year would have been very tough without you. I hope I haven't missed anyone out. Go, Paulette, we're all rooting for you. Paulette, you're astounding, such a rock. You've been fantastic. Paulette, you are truly amazing. Paulette is an absolute superstar. Paulette, you're just brilliant, Paulette. Oh my.
Sally, pick up, please.
Hi, everybody. I'm Sally Quinn. I'm the Director of HR and OD here at the Trust, and I'm here to present the next 4 awards. I'm truly privileged to be able to present these awards today to recognise all the hard work of our staff, service users and volunteers. It's been a really challenging year for all of us, to say the least, but I can't express how proud I am of you all for working so hard to support each other and, of course, our service users. So the first category I'm proud to be presenting is the Linda Poland Trophy. This is our Service User Award. This is for a service user who's made an exceptional and practical contribution to the lives of other service users. The finalists for this category are Olga Christian and Neil Davis. Here's a summary of the winning nomination. This person is a British Army veteran, and since the start of the Veteran Service, they have been instrumental in carving a path for others to follow, influencing the culture of veterans' mental health through all dimensions of provision. They are a key member of the Veterans Arts Academy, a charity helping veterans recover from mental health challenges. They have developed a YouTube channel promoting the positive contributions and opportunity for veterans in the UK. This person has also been instrumental in developing best practice, engaging veterans with Service User Development Project with the Vet Service and the Camden and Islington QI Service. So, going to my gold envelope. I'm delighted to announce that the winner is Neil Davis. Congratulations, Neil. Our communications team will be in touch with you about your trophy and voucher, and I hope you're with us tonight celebrating your win. Please do share your congratulation messages via our message feed on MS Teams or tweet them via CNI NHS. Well done, Neil. I'm now going to move on to the next award, which is the Community Partner Award. And if people remember, this is a new award that we introduced last year. So the Community Partner Award recognises a charity retail, or community organisation that supports our service users and their families and offers a service that enhances the lives of the community we serve. The award particularly highlights the work of external organisations who have supported us in the fight against COVID-19. There are 3 finalists in this category, and they are the Camden Resilience Network, Lead Voluntary Sector Organisations, Mind in Camden and Likewise, French Connection UK, and Catherine Tyndham and Ben Ledden of the Green City Project. So we have a joint winner for this category, and here are the 2 nomination summaries. In the early stages of the pandemic, C&I faced reduced capacity and face-to-face interventions were significantly scaled back to reduce the risk of transmission. At the same time, we knew that many of our service users were especially vulnerable to the harmful effects of isolation. Mitigating these risks and providing the right support to service users who would be increasingly vulnerable to relapse required an urgent and coordinated response. And C&I, Mind and Likewise, quickly came together to establish a single point of access into voluntary sector and wider community support.
Oh, can't you? Okay.
It is often said within health and social care that we all want the same thing, but it is rare that different organisations are subsequently able to come together to pursue a shared ambition in such a genuinely collaborative way. Tom Costley of Mind and Hugo Reggiani of Likewise have played a leading role within their respective organisations, and without their openness, dedication and good humour, none of this would have been possible. And this is the second nomination summary. When the COVID-19 pandemic hit, the Traumatic Stress Clinic had to quickly adapt the way in which its services were delivered to keep both service users and staff as safe as possible. As national lockdown restrictions were imposed in March, the team had to initially suspend all face-to-face assessment and treatment appointments, but continued contacting and supporting clients by telephone and via remote online therapy sessions. Although virtual appointments were fine for some, the vast majority of our vulnerable clients were not able to continue treatment due to lacking equipment and digital literacy. Their complex trauma histories further complicated our ability to continue our trauma-focused work online. Catherine and Ben very kindly agreed to trial a collaboration that involves traumatic stress clinic clinicians using the woodland garden for outdoor therapy sessions. Traumatic stress clinic therapists began offering face-to-face appointments with other clients in the garden in July. Catherine and Ben, who run the Woodland Garden project, have been exceptionally accommodating and helpful every step of the way. It's the first time the garden has been used in this way, and Catherine and Ben have helped us think through every detail of the collaboration and overcome all challenges. And I should just, oh, this one's properly sealed. Open the envelope. And the joint winners are Camden Resilience Network, Lead Voluntary Sector Organisations, Mind in Camden and Likewise, and Catherine Tyndham and Ben Ledden of Green City Projects. Congratulations to you both. Our communications team will be in touch with your trophies and vouchers. So moving on to the next award category, this is our Celebrating Diversity and Inclusion Award for staff. This is for a team or individual that has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to equality, diversity and inclusion. The 3 finalists in this category are Alhaji Mansarai, Islington Race and Reflective Group Practitioners, and Kelly Lewis. Here is a summary of the winning nomination. This individual makes everyone feel valued. They have facilitated catering for weekly festivals that promote acceptance of diversity and understanding of inclusion, such as Jamaican carnival themed events and other special events from all different cultures. They've led by example and shown us that everyone stands to benefit when we embrace and value the diversity of thoughts, ideas, and ways of working that people from different backgrounds, experiences, and identities bring to an organisation. Doing so helps people grow and learn, tackles underutilisation of skills by enabling people to reach their full potential, improves decision making, boosts engagement and innovation, which in turn enables our unit to better meet the needs of our diverse service users community. What a fantastic nomination. And opening up the gold envelope, and the winner is Al-Haji Mansarai. Congratulations, Al-Haji. This is a fantastic achievement, and I really hope you're watching and celebrating your win tonight. Our communications team will be in touch with your trophy and your voucher very soon. I'm now going to move on to our last category before our interval, which will be a performance from the Silencerz. It's the Staff Recognition by a Service User Award. The next award category is the Staff Recognition by a Service User Award, which recognises a member of staff who has helped service users or made a meaningful contribution to service user experience. And the three finalists are Joanne Scott, Leon Honeysett, and Dr. Sue Ferrier. Here's a summary of the winning nomination. One of the hardest times of my adult life was lockdown this year. Since having mental ill health, the only surefire strategy I established to stay out of crisis was attending the Greenwood Mental Health Centre. So when lockdown happened, out of the blue, my one means of keeping myself going by leaving the house regularly and having some form of meaningful engagement with life had suddenly disappeared. To cut a very long and arduous journey short, this person single-handedly got me and other clients through lockdown. During lockdown, this person communicated with myself and other service users by text and WhatsApp, which was so appreciated because suddenly we could get in touch with them in relaxed ways. Personally, this person realised the extent of my struggles and promised to phone me twice a week at precise times. I can't even put into words how helpful that was. Not only that, this person is a hopelessly optimistic person, and it's infectious. In June, when lockdown was eased a bit, the centre couldn't open, but this person could travel into Camden in person for the first time. They arranged to meet us individually, take us to the shop or for a walk to the Hampstead Heath to get us out of the house for the first time in months. Now that we're back at the centre, everyone is saying how they feel so much better. Personally, I've been walking my dog again for the first time, going into shops and getting the bus to see my care coordinator, and just having the centre back in some capacity has sort of made me feel so much more free and capable. Literally, all that is down to this person and their Herculean effort. And the winner is Leon Honeysett. Congratulations, Leon. I wish I could congratulate you in person. Your nomination really touched the judges and is a testament to how supportive you've been to our service users. Our communications team will be in touch with your trophy and your voucher, and I'll now hand you back to Jackie.
Thanks very much, Sally, and congratulations to all our award winners in the first 7 categories. And there are amazing messages coming in for everybody. Awesome, legends, all sorts of words being used, a star, really, really fantastic. So thank you to everybody who's been posting messages. It's really heartening to see how you feel about your colleagues and the winners and the nominees as well. So that's great. So we're now going to have a 10-minute break. We have a very special pre-recorded performance from the Silencerz, which has been dedicated to CNI staff, service users and volunteers. As we know, the Silencerz are friends of the Trust and normally perform at the event. We're really sad that we couldn't celebrate with them in person this year, but they were determined to do a recording for us, some of their best love songs for you to enjoy tonight. So do make sure you are back, please, at 5:15. It's now just coming up to 5:05, and then we will announce the winners of our remaining 7 award categories. So thank you very much, everyone, for your comments. Please do keep them coming in, and we'll see you in 10 minutes time at 5:15.
Thank you very much. On behalf of myself and the band, a huge thank you to the Camden NHS, a sterling job. Thank you. We love you. You open up your big mouth, you didn't read the sign. Pointed to the minefield, put in the light, we all good time. Ooh, it's the finger of choice that's running up and down your spine. Next to me she's lying, but I lie to her. The lies we tell ourselves are the truth that we prefer. Ooh, do we all go to bed with some fictitious character? It's really just a book club, talking about the paperback. Scandal in the local neighborhood. It's really just a book club, talking about the paperback. Scandal in the local neighborhood. He puts the sin in sin. Sentence to be handed down. She's the vampire at the blood of and at the white, for goodness sake. Another paragraph, another paramour. Grammar and affection, and that seems to promise more. Ooh, doesn't it well? I think that I have read this book before. It's really just a book club, talking about the paperback. Scandal in the local neighborhood. It's really just a book club, talking about the paperback. Scandal in the local neighborhood. Scandal in the local neighborhood. Scandal in the local neighborhood. Hello? Hello? Is that you, Rudy? We got a message for you. A message to you, Rudy. Stop your messing around. Better think of your future. Time to straighten right out, creating problems in town. Rudy, message to you, Rudy. A message to you. Stop fooling around. Better think of your future. Time to straighten right out. Creating problems in town. Rudy, a message to you, Rudy. A message to you. Yeah. In the blue corner, Rico Rodriguez. Stop fooling around. Time to straighten right out. Better think of your future, or else you'll wind up in jail. Rudy, a message to you, Rudy. 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 A message to you.
Jackie, it's you.
Yeah, welcome back. Welcome back, everybody. I don't know how you were doing, but I was doing a little jig to those songs. I thought they were absolutely brilliant. It was really fantastic. So can I just say a big thank you to everybody for all the messages that are coming through. I just want to read out a couple. Well done, Lee. Such a beautiful and touching nomination. You sound like a star. Great music. Thanks to all. Shout out to Kirstine McDowell and everyone in the Recovery College. And then this is a special one for the comms team. The punchy drinks are really nice. Thanks, comms team. Thanks for all the efforts of the comms team. Great job. I think we would echo that time and time again. So thank you, everyone. Please do keep sending your messages in. That's great. So I'm going to now hand over to Dean. Dean, welcome.
Thanks, Jackie, and hi, everyone. It's absolutely fantastic to be here with you all, and I'm delighted to be presenting some of the awards this year. So tonight is all about you guys and all about the teams that have been doing amazing work day in and day out, and certainly through COVID-19, which Angela has already mentioned. What a year, but your commitment has been absolutely amazing. So I hope you're all having a very good time. I certainly am, and you're celebrating in a safe way. So I'm absolutely delighted to start off by presenting the Leader of the Year Keeping Teams Connected Award. And this award is for a member of staff who has shown a natural ability to lead and support their colleagues whilst inspiring others to achieve great things. And this year's finalists are Dr. Julia Gillard, Janice Dunn, Dr. Janet Albany-Williams and Arla Dagneverin. And here's a summary of our winning nomination. So in March 2020, our acute mental health admissions ward was converted almost overnight into our COVID-19 ward for the Trust. This person was an exceptional leader, flexible in their thinking, positive in their approach, and encouraging us all to be involved in the process of running a successful hybrid ward. When the respiratory nurse came from the acute hospital to teach the mental health team how to assess and treat COVID-19 service users, there was apprehension in the room. People were understandably nervous. However, with this person's positive support, the atmosphere changed from fear to can-do. But it's not only their leadership which is exceptional. This person is one of the kindest, most genuine and fun consultants. And when they're making coffee for the team, they really do talk about a flattened hierarchy. Their kindness is to every person at every level, to make every colleague and service user in psychiatry feel respected and acknowledged. And this is no easy task, but this person manages it effortlessly. When the person was away on annual leave recently, I noticed that we kept quoting them. Like all great role models, we were modelling their positive can-do behaviour. That's absolutely fantastic. I'm just about to open the gold envelope, and the winner is Dr. Janet Obedy-Williams. That is fantastic. Well done, Janet. What a brilliant achievement. And you clearly demonstrating day in, day out how supportive you are for your team members. And I hope you're watching and celebrating with us tonight. So that's fantastic. Well done, Janet. Okay, so moving ahead to the next award, and this is Celebrating Diversity and Inclusion. And this is the Service User, Carer and Community Award. This award is for a service user, carer or community group which has demonstrated an outstanding commitment to equality, diversity and inclusion. And our finalists in this category are B. Ororo and Julie Harrington from our Trust Choir and Bev Chip. And I have to say, and somewhat relieved, guys, that we've got a joint winner for this award this evening, but I am going to read the two summaries. So our first nomination, I would like to nominate two people who work together really closely. This is B and Julie. They took over the running of the choir 2 years ago. It meets weekly and is open to any Camden and Islington resident, service user or staff member. Since March this year, the sessions have been virtual, with B or Julie singing with or without accompaniment and choir members singing along. For some, this is the only contact they have had during the week. The choir is ethically diverse with about 40% of colleagues from our BAME backgrounds, and we have several disabled members. B and Julie are very supportive, encouraging and welcoming to choir members, and really show multiculturalism can thrive in our diverse communities. It's fantastic. And our second nomination, over the past few months, Bev has been a key member of our video consultation working group and has actively been involved in helping the Trust improve its digital services. In sharing her experience and those of other service users affected by COVID-19 related disruption of services, she has given compassionate yet a decisive voice to all those service users at risk of digital exclusion. She remains an invaluable member of the group and campaigns tirelessly for equality, diversity and inclusion in her role as CNI service user representative as part of the side-by-side network. Bev deserves to be recognised for her commitment to the cause, which has contributed to service users continuing to access mental health support needed throughout these very challenging times. So it's absolutely fantastic to confirm that the joint winners of our award this evening is B and Julie from the Trust Choir and Bev Chip. Well done, guys. That's a really brilliant achievement, and I'm really pleased that you can share the award this evening. So moving ahead to the final award that I'm going to present this evening, and the award is for Quality Improvement Project of the Year resulting in service improvement. And our finalists are the Clozapine Clinic, the Crisis Single Point of Access QI project, and Janice Dunn. So I'm just going to read a summary of the winning nomination. This outstanding project started in May 2019 with the aim of improving access to our Crisis Single Point of Access team. The C-SPA is an incredibly busy service running 24 hours a day, where anyone, patient, carer, GP, or our own staff, can call and speak directly to a clinician from these crisis services. Over recent years, the number of calls have increased tremendously, and due to demand, some people were not able to speak to a clinician and would often hang up. The team decided to try and reduce the number of dropped calls so that everyone who needed input could get it as quickly as possible. The project team worked through creative and drove forward with purpose, working so well together, and they came up with a whole series of changes that they tried out. What was particularly impressive was the way many stakeholders and other team members were brought together to work on this problem, and how they worked together to ensure there was a real change, and that change happened quickly. In the end, faced with what was a hugely challenging and complex problem, they managed to increase total percentage of calls handled from 69% to 81%, and that was a significant increase for calls answered directly, and certainly reduced the number of abandoned calls and reduced the average waiting time by many, many minutes. This is a great example of achieving together a great QI outcome. And again, it's an absolute pleasure to open my gold envelope and confirm that the Crisis Single Point of Access QI project is tonight's winner of the award. That is fantastic, guys. And I know that for all of you, the comms team will shortly be in touch to confirm not just your trophy, but the important voucher as well. So Jackie, I mean, it's been a tremendous privilege for me to be part of presenting the awards tonight, and I'd like to hand back to you so you can continue to share some of the great comments that are coming in. Thanks a lot.
Thanks very much, Dean. And I'm glad you referenced the comments, because there's a couple here, Dean, that might surprise you. Someone's put, Dean, will we get a tune from you, as I can see a guitar in the background? But I think the best comment, Dean, is, Dean, you've got the best background of the night so far. So you're absolutely right. That's Dean's gold shower curtain, and he was going to wear his gold blazer, but he forgot to put it on, guys. So thank you very much for those comments. Dean wins the prize for the best room. Amazing and very well deserved, Janet. Lots of congratulatory comments for Janet. Hurrah, well done, Bev and the choir. Whoop whoop, B and Julie, I love you both. Congratulations, you are stars. Well done, Bev, keep going. Enjoying the awards, never seen so many party bags, loving it. Well done, everyone. Bev's contribution to the People and Cultural Programme Board is so valuable. Thank you very much. Great comments, everyone. Please do continue sending them in, but if we had a prize to give to Dean, we would, but we don't, so there we are. So at this point, I'm now going to hand over to our Executive Director of Digital Services and Informatics, Jeff. Jeff, over to you.
Hi, Jackie. This has been absolutely great. It's my first one. I'm really having a lot of fun. I am excited to be here to present the next two awards, and it's been really amazing to hear all the award nominations and celebrate all those that have been shortlisted and the winners. You're all stars, and I'm hoping that you're able to find a way of celebrating given the strange times that we're currently in. So the first award is for Digital Innovation of the Year. The finalists in this category are Dr. Julia Gillard and iCope Camden. So I'm just going to take a moment to just read the summary of the nomination. At the start of the pandemic, this team rapidly moved to remote working and offering video consultations to patients. This was a new way of working for clinicians who had to quickly learn how to use the technology so the service could continue to offer treatment for patients with as minimal disruption as possible. Clinicians who were early adopters to the video consultations provided training and guidance documents for other team members and put on FAQ and troubleshooting sessions to actually offer support. This service provides the most video consultations across the trust and has been trailblazing this way of working. The experiences has been shared with other services within the trust and is also discussed in the trust video consultations working group. The teams in Camden and Islington have been phenomenal at adopting to this new way of working and embracing digital technology to actually offer video consultations to patients, whilst continuing to also offer high quality services through really difficult times. So I've got my lovely gold envelope here, and the winner is iCope Camden and Islington. So congratulations, team. What an achievement, and I'm sure you're doing something really nice to celebrate. Our communications team will be in touch with you shortly with your trophy and your vouchers, and please do share your congratulatory messages on social media and in the chat channel as well. So I'm just going to move on to the next award, which is Wellbeing Champion of the Year. And our finalists are Sital Garassia, Dr. Golna Aref Adib, and Dr. Beverly Flint. So once again, I'm just going to be reading a summary of the nomination that has come through. This person selflessly cares for all employees and goes above and beyond to help not only the concerned individual, but to ensure the whole team are keeping well through such difficult times. When I returned from maternity leave, I was struggling to adjust to my new routine and to juggle childcare and work, let alone some me time to focus on my own well-being. I was over the moon when this person organized yoga classes to be given at St. Pancras Hospital. This person is the ultimate well-being champion. They're genuinely concerned about staff well-being, compassionate and caring. So I'll go to my envelope once again. And the winner is Dr. Beverly Flint. Congratulations, Bev, our Wellbeing Champion of the Year. Thank you for all that you do. The comms team will be in touch with your trophy and your voucher. Thank you so much, everyone. Have a fantastic evening. Jackie, over to you.
Thanks very much, Jeff. And again, lots of comments coming in. Someone saying they're liking the colour coordination between your NHS ID holder and your glittery streamer. So I just love that. I just love it. So thank you very much for whoever put that up there. Congratulations, Bev. Congratulations, the choir. Congratulations, iCope. Go Sita, yeah, Bev. Well done, Bev. Brilliant, fantastic, guys. Do keep the comments coming in because it's just so positive. So at this stage, I'm now going to welcome back Angela to present the final two awards. Angela, are you there?
I am. Thank you, Jackie. Can you hear me okay? I hope so.
Yes.
I'm getting a little bit nervous about the comments about the backgrounds, feeling that mine has been rather underwhelming. And you know how competitive I am, guys. So next year, I'm going to have to think about how I make sure I ace it. Anyway, it's been really fantastic fun and such a delight hearing the awards so far, hearing all the accolades that have been running around and all the comments, and it's just such a thrill, and you are all absolute stars. So I am very, very pleased to be presenting the last two awards of this evening, Team of the Year and the Lifetime Achievement Award. So first up, Team of the Year. This award recognises a team that has made significant performance achievements in the past 12 months whilst facing considerable challenges, and we have a number of finalists. Choice and Control Peer Coaching Team, the Communications Team, and Sapphire Ward, staff who worked on Sapphire Ward in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. And here is a summary of the winning nomination. Despite the challenges of becoming a COVID-19 ward almost overnight, every single member of staff worked tirelessly in full PPE to protect patients and to optimise their care. The staff members were enthusiastic, proactive and flexible in their thinking. They cared for really medically unwell service users, providing hybrid medical and mental health care. Every member of staff worked hard together as a team to ensure that every service user was well looked after physically and mentally. At times, this included the matron mopping the floors because there was no domestic and the consultant taking blood samples. So real flexible, let's all get on with it together team attitude. This team works hard to make sure our patients are looked after and recover well, even though the team knows the danger involved in doing so. Well done to this selfless team that works so hard to achieve the best outcomes. And the winner is, of course, the staff who worked on Sapphire Ward in response to the COVID-19 pandemic. Congratulations, big hooray, hooray from me. Really, this is so truly deserved for all of your work over the last 12 months. You've been working at the front line during this pandemic, and we just can't thank you enough for the incredible way that you supported people when they were at their most vulnerable. And before we come on to our Lifetime Achievement Award, we've got an extra special award to include in tonight's event, a Recognition of Outstanding Care Award. And anybody who's quick thinking will notice that if you put the initial letters together, you get a Rock Star Award. So this is from a rock star. Last week, we unfortunately had a fire on Dunkley Ward. The team worked quickly and safely to evacuate everyone, and despite the pressure, they managed a terrible situation with professionalism, and they potentially saved the lives of many service users and staff. We would really like to highlight the exceptional work of James Giaci, I hope I said that right, charge nurse, Ozzy Omorogbe, I hope I said that right, staff nurse, and Olium Funmiluelu, I'm not very good at these pronunciations, you're going to have to forgive me, an NHS professional staff member. They were all brilliant. In particular, James risked his own life to save those of service users. He prioritised patient safety over concerns for himself in a truly courageous way. This is no surprise to anyone who knows James. We're so proud to award James, Ozzy and Olufunmilawo a Recognition of Outstanding Care Award. And on behalf of Camden, Islington, I just want to thank you all for the amazing work that you carried out last week. This act of courage goes above and beyond normal nursing, and your trophies and gift vouchers will be with you soon. So huge, huge congratulations. And again, a big round of applause from me. So our final award of the evening is the prestigious Lifetime Achievement Award, an acknowledged role model who has supported or created significant improvements and demonstrated outstanding achievements. And the three finalists are June Spring, Maria McKenna and Chris Manby. And I'm now going to read out a summary of the winning nomination. This person began managing services when community care and service user involvement were a buzzword, and there was very little in the way of services in the community. Through hard work and dedication, this person shaped a team of professionals that supported and empowered service users to have a direct say in what was on offer in the service. This person quickly centred the work of staff around the individual service user and enabled the service user to set up projects and groups that would benefit and enable people to gain insight, self-expression and a sense of community. Art and music featured strongly in these services. This person had an open mind and an encouraging stance towards service users and their ideas. This person has a can-do attitude, much needed in the field of mental health, and always has time for people. They're a manager, but they're also a human being, always ready to make time for service users. Nominating this person not just because of the length of time in service of mental health in Islington, not just because of their dedication, and not just because they're undoubtedly a manager who cares both about clients and staff, but they've demonstrated day by day that kindness, compassion, and being prepared to go the extra mile when necessary are the values that enable people with long-term conditions like myself and many others to have some quality of life. What a wonderful, wonderful accolade those words are. So now I'm going to open the last envelope of the evening, and the winner is Chris Manby. Congratulations, Chris. I really, really wish that we could be congratulating you in person and handing over a trophy or a well done, but I hope that you're watching and I hope that you're celebrating in a way that is special for you, and hope you really do take a moment to feel incredibly proud. This is a fantastic achievement, as we had some really strong nominations in this category. So thank you so much for everyone for joining in this evening and celebrating the hard work that everybody does across the Trust. You are all absolute stars. And I'm now going to hand back to Jackie, who's going to conclude the evening.
Thanks very much, Angela. I couldn't agree with you more there. Absolutely amazing winners. So I'm just going to read out some comments because loads have been flooding in. Someone said, I want to give a shout out to the pharmacy department. They are often unsung heroes of the service and an inspiring bunch of people. They're all stars. Well done, Bev. Sapphire, very well deserved. Well done, all the teams. Well done, the NHS. Congratulations, Sapphire Awards. Amazing flexible working and response to a terrible disease. So proud to be part of the same trust. Dunkley staff are heroes. It's a privilege to work with you. Congratulations for the actions on Dunkley wards. Well done, Sapphire. Well done, James. You're so deserving of recognition after your selfless act. The 6 C's well and truly covered. Well done, James. Well done, James and Dunkley ward. Huge congratulations. Thank you for keeping the patients safe, priceless and selfless. Well done, everyone. Congratulations to all the winners. Chris, you're a superstar. Well done. And so it goes on. This is really brilliant. Thank you, everyone, for the comments. They like the drink. They like the popcorn. But I think what matters most is appreciating our colleagues, the winners, the nominees, and taking part. So it's been really, really fantastic. And thank you to everyone for your comments. So just a couple of things from me before we turn back to the music. Can I just say a very big shout out to Lizzie? Lizzie, who's worked really hard on pulling this together. I know you're there, Lizzie. I know you're modest. I know you're shy. I know you're not going to show your face. But thank you so much for all the work that you've done. And to the comms team, led by Angela Boone. I have been so impressed by the work they've done this year. And I want to say thank you to them for everything that they've done. And then my final thank you goes to so many people, really. And I'm not going to name them all because I shall miss someone, and that's dreadful. But I joined the Trust in February of this year. What a great time to join. Little did I know there was a pandemic on the horizon, and I've had a few bumps on the road this year, but I've been so well supported. I really have been, and some amazing colleagues, amazing teams, and it's sometimes difficult, I think, to remember the great people that we work with when the going gets tough. And I just want to say a big thank you to everyone who supported me this year. I'm not going to name you because I will forget, but you know who they are. So thank you. And for everything that you do for our service users, because at the end of the day, that's what this is about. You come in, you keep them safe, you care for them, and it makes such a massive difference. So to all our runners up this evening, congratulations on being shortlisted. It's still great to be nominated. Let's remember that. So it's now time to hear from the Silencers again, who will be performing for about another 20 minutes or so. And they're here for our songs, our service users, our volunteers and our staff. So please do post your messages on Twitter, on Instagram, and enjoy the rest of the evening. Celebrate safely, and thank you again for everything that you do. Apologies to everyone if you're having problems with the sound. Hopefully we'll get that up shortly.
I surrender to the night. It was Wednesday night or the night before. Well, I was drinking to forget. Baby, I leave with me head laid inside my bed. Everything I did was wrong, and of course this song for you that was included. Someday you'll wake up, I'll be gone. It's not easy squeezing from the other top. Something insignificant you went bizarre. Itching up high and says I will not work. I'm just a vacuum cleaner. You think I haven't seen rubbing hands and smiling when your boot is on my neck. Boot is on my neck. I was wishing on a star and wondered where you are tonight in my darkest hour. I surrender to the night. Was Wednesday night or the night before, when I was drinking to forget. Maybe I believe in miracles. I do. Falling out from underneath your shoes. Believe in better days. I know it's not easy squeezing from the other. I believe in miracles. I falling down from underneath your shoes. Believe in better days. Better I know. It's not easy squeezing from the undertow. Put on your rehearsals, your crumbling and your boots. They will recognize you, son. So you must get that number one in a place that's Africa wet. The book is all our bed. They'll try and spoil your fun, so you must get that number one. I was trapped in the alley. I was trapped in the alley, just beyond the edge of the bar on County Road. I was trapped in the alley. I was trapped in the alley, just beyond the edge of the bar on County Road. was her mother's love. Give her the fall if she takes the grief, and then the road for the dirty thief. I was trapped in the attic. I was trapped in the attic, just beyond the edge of the bottom of the county road. I was trapped in the attic. I was trapped in the attic, just beyond the edge of the bottom of the county road. I was trapped in the attic. I was trapped in the attic, just beyond the edge of the bottom. Just beyond the edge of the bottom, just beyond the edge of the bottom on the county road. Everything gonna be just fine. Free time, baby tonight. Free time, finally gonna reunite. Free time, hold on. Free time, everything gonna be just fine. Free time, baby tonight. Free time, finally gonna reunite. One good thing I can tell, oh I finally done. That time is over now. Finally come home to my only one. I done left things behind. Oh, they're come and go. Now that little brown-eyed girl is no sees in the little soul. Oh, she said she loved me all the time. Oh, I cannot wait home to what is mine. Free time, free time. Everything gonna be just fine. Free time, baby, then free time. I'm gonna reunite. Free time, free time. Everything gonna be just fine. Free time, baby, then free time. I'm gonna reunite. Inside that house, now dropped to the floor. Hey, look, Dr. Gordon, don't come down here no more. Hey, woman, what you talking about? Love for you is growing. Done a lot of thinking, now I need some free time of my own. Free time, free time. Everything gonna be just fine. Free time, baby, then free time. I'm gonna reunite. Free time, free time. Everything gonna be just fine. Free time, baby, then free time. I'm gonna reunite. One thing I can tell, oh, I'm finally done. That time is over now. I can finally come home to my only one. I done left things behind. Oh, they come and go. Now that little brown-eyed girl, I can see in the little soul. Oh, she said she loved me all the time. Oh, I cannot wait home to what is mine. Free time, everything gonna be just fine. Free time, baby, then free time. Try to reunite. Free time, free time, everything gonna be just fine. Free time, baby, then free time. Try to reunite. like to meet him at the airport in the sun. He will offer us a nice drop of a gangster on the run. He'll ask you nicely once when he's polishing his gun. He's gone local. Donny's coming over, Donny's coming over, Donny's coming over on the next train. Donny's coming over, Donny's coming over, Donny's coming over on the next train. He don't care what part of you he stops his cigarette. He might say thank you, but it sounds just like a threat. If he wants to bite you, you should call your local vet. He's got loads of He's a criminal 100 years, struck the end of 1,000 careers, been the source of gallons of tears in the eye of anyone who hears the name. He's psychotic when his hands are hot, and he's pretty pissed off when his hands are not. He's cruel, don't be a fool, you will end up at the bottom of the swimming pool. You will end up at the bottom of the swimming pool. You will end up at the bottom of the swimming pool. You will end up